They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. That one incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got a man. That's Josh Downs. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
That's on the former first-rounder, Rashawn Slater. From the gun, it's Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a first carry for their running back. Well, that looked like a pretty clear hold. The gain was 5, but let's check the call. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. And he will score. Touchdown Chargers. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First and 10. Hill brought in motion. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Playing close quickly. Here comes 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Tua now on 1st down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game is started, he could be in for a big day.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Hill brought in motion. Once again, it's Achane. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. From the gun, here's Tua. This is intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Texas. And the Chargers will take over possession here at the 44.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Herbert now on 1st down. That's taken in by Shakir. A gain there of 10 yards. 1st down, L.A. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. He'll carry this one inside the 20, into the red zone. Give him 8 on that carry. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun now for Herbert. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
Herbert looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. Dicker now for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers move out on top, 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And they're going to mark him down right at the 30-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter. Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Here's Tungo Vailoa. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on third down, Tungo Vailoa. That's complete. It's Waddle. A pickup there of 13. First down, Miami.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Tua. He's going to look deep for Tyreek. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down. Tua, give it to Achane. And a good run there on second down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up third and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
Tua now on third down. He's got the hook up there to Waddle. And he's in. Jalen Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Dolphins are on the board. It's now 14-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On first down, Herbert. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Second down and 3. A handoff here, up the middle. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Chop Robinson, the man to bring him down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations. One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need, but really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. They get 25 on that connection, and the Chargers have the first down. They'll send a tight end in motion. Up the middle they go. Just pushing guys away as he takes this forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Whoa! Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. 2nd and a yard. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. In motion, Shakir. Here's Dobbins. Powering forward. He's in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Point after now from Dicker. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5. Dicker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will take a 21-7 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This taken at the 5. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw is Tua. And is caught left side by Waddle. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Now a 1st down throw for Tua. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see in the eyes of the quarterback, he's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A run up the middle with Achane. And nice work here. He's got the 1st down to about the 30-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa. That's taken in by Achane. And he's going to be out of bounds, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Tua. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Well, chalk that up as a win for the defense. Great job keeping a lid on this offensive passing attack. Force the ball to get checked down to the running back, rally, tackle him short of the sticks. And now it brings up a pretty interesting 4th down call. And, Coach, I think you got to go for it.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. A short throw pulled in by Schultz. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. From the gun, it's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
Chargers 21, Dolphins 10.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here he is, Tyreek Hill, back to return.
Tyreek Hill on the return. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. A pistol set with Tagovailoa. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A sigh of relief there. That was very nearly a turnover. Fortunate to see that one, Greg, get fumbled out of bounds.
And when that ball came loose, Mike, you could see the entire sideline kind of holds their breath. But they were able to take a little bit of an exhale as they saw that ball, fortunately for them, go out of bounds.
On the handoff, this is Achane. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Third and long. Here's Tua. Sending it deep for Waddle. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40.
Take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Set to go now on first and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. He'll get this out wide. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Now a give up the middle, and he'll get forward for about a yard. That's Bradley Chubb. They're on the stop. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it, continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Here's 1st and 10. In motion, it's Waddle. They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A shotgun snap for Tua. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier. I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
something you gotta leave with the best.
Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The key to running the read option, Mike, is that the timing has to be just right. If it's too slow getting going, a lot of the times defenders can get in the backfield and cause havoc, and that's exactly what happened here.
A run with Dobbins. He'll gain 3 out of this, up to the 23. It is 3rd and 10. Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. On 1st and 10, here's Tua. Over the middle, it's taken in by Waddle. Enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll toss it here to Achane. And that is going nowhere fast. Disastrous play. A big loss.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant. And once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Dolphins 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's 2nd and 9. Tua. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
For the most part, he's been very accurate accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Try to get him to jump. Did not work. Good job by the defense to stay disciplined. It's a delay again. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Dolphins are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. So these teams trade field goals. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stick with him again.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Oh, man, Mike, that is a heartbreaker. I mean, from this distance, he really does everything right. I mean, off his foot, it looked dead down the middle. It just runs out of steam there at the end. He ends up being denied by the crossbar.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. That is intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
It's 1st down, and they'll run. The ball comes out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Pistol here for Herbert. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. Marked down at the 6.
Number 23, ball carrier. Was activated at the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal. Downs goes in motion. Throwing, Herbert. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. It is brought in the end zone. McConkey, touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Point after now from Dicker. He knocks it through. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Now it's Tua. That's complete. It's Waddle. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Tua now on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Tua gonna throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up the key third down? Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tungo Bailoa. 11 yards on the pass there. First down, Miami.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. First and 10. Tua, gonna give it to Achane. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackle for the loss of a yard.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. To throw is Tua. That's taken in by Achane. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Tua now on 3rd down. And he's going to wind up with a first down. He's able to even dive for a little extra yardage at the tail end of that one.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to pick.
And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers.